in picture there. I'm going to start with you. Oh, no, you're both in picture. But Damian, I'm going to start with you. If you could just reflect for us on your time with the Springboks this season, the way you've been deployed mostly as an inside centre and playing a variety of different roles, and how that has now led to this selection for a massive test match as one of just two backline players on the bench, and the variety and the versatility that you need to bring to the game. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I've been in the system now, Springboks, and working with Coach Jock and Coach Rassi for a few years, since 2018. I know the system. I'm used to the structures and everything. And as you mentioned, with the versatility, I've been playing number 15, number 10, not so much 12, but as I said, being so familiar to the structures and the way we do things at the Springboks, as well as having a guy like Damian with me, who I can learn from, helps me a lot. I think just taking my opportunity and the coaches backing me, which is really important, with them giving me the freedom and the license to go out and play. And obviously, with the big series up like the British and Irish Lions, which only comes once in a lifetime, it's important for me to grab my opportunities and, play with everything I have for my country.
And Damian, you were one of two players who arrived at Rugby World Cup in Japan following an injury to another player. Just give us a sense of the mental state of the team. I mean, when you arrived in Japan, you arrived into a team that had lost a first game, like has happened in this series, but absolutely focused and dedicated on going on to win a series. Do you get a similar sense this week in this team?
Yes, 100%, Mr. Pierce. All of these guys, we are professionals, and as Coach said earlier, we've been in this position a few times, and one thing I can guarantee you is that we're not going to sit back and feel sorry for ourselves. There's still a lot to play for and everything to play for. We've been working hard this week so far, and we're looking forward to the second test, and we'll be giving it our all.
Thank you, Damian. Lukhanyo, good afternoon to you. First of all, maybe you could just talk us through your first tackle of the test match on last Saturday on Elliot Daly, which has been replayed a number of times and often with closer commentary. Just what that meant to you in making a statement in that test match.
I think it was my first test, of the series, and obviously it was in the beginning of the game and emotions were there, and I think it was quite intentional, setting this and trying to stem down the physicality, that we were going to oppose, from minute 1 till minute 80. So, and I think as a team, we've always had this great defensive mindset, and it's something that we've been really good on, and something that we're very proud of. So, I think once again this weekend it will be once another physical battle that will be taking on.
And the Lions, Lukhanyo, have made a change in their midfield, also one at scrum half. Do you think that makes any kind of statement about a change in tactics from them?
I think we obviously try to prepare as much as we can. We saw the two different style of players that they brought in the first test. I think the first half and the second. We'll definitely look at the personnel that they brought into this second test, and we'll try to prepare as much as we can so that we can encounter whatever that they'll be trying to bring to us. So we'll see on the second test again.
And just finally, there's been an admission, if I can call it that, I think from coaches and players. You spoke about sustaining physicality for 80 minutes, and for some, it was a very difficult task given the disruption in preparation. How important has getting through the full 80 last week been in terms of preparation for the second and third tests?
Matt, yeah, I think, from the word go, I think we went into the game to go win it. But unfortunately, we didn't get the results. But we knew how important the prep was, and unfortunately, it got disrupted. And we kind of knew maybe it will bite us, towards the end of the game. But I think we backed, our bomb squad to finish off the game, and we backed the players on the field, to pull through till minute 80. And I think that happened. I think there was a lot of energy, and we managed to play till the last minute. We were just unfortunate by not converting the opportunities that we had.
Thank you both. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, Matt. And we go now to some more questions. Ken Boland, you have another question?
Yes, please, Ron. Thanks very much. Hi, Damian. Hi, Lukhanyo. If I may just ask each of you one question. Damian, it was kind of apparent quite early on with the amount of time that you were getting at number 12 that the coaches were looking at you to fulfill the sort of Frans Steyn role from the World Cup. Did they speak to you about it beforehand? And how have you found playing at inside centre? And then just for Lukhanyo, just in terms of the sort of organisation at the back there, could you just tell us how important the eighth man is in terms of taking high kicks on the wings and that in your Springbok setup?
I think on test match rugby, there's a lot of kicking game involved, a lot of contestable kicks, or long kicks, and there's always the aerial battle. And in our system, we've always had covers, at the back to try to encounter that. And I think it's one area that we've worked really hard on, since I think 2018 till today, and it's a place that we're still working hard on, because I think it's a great opportunity, to get possession or even try to retain possession, when teams are kicking too.
I think for me, the coaches are always clear with the plans and where they see me to play, especially with myself. I know that I'm covering both number 10, 12, and 15 for this weekend. So, I do get my reps on there. And then, playing number 12 it's really not so much different than playing number 10. It's just different than obviously being in the front line and chasing the kicks, which is different a little bit. But as I said, I've played Currie Cup level or club level at that stage, number 12. So not really much a difference. At the end of the day, it's still rugby, tackle, chase, do all of the stuff. So it's not really much a big change for me.
Thank you, Damian. And Ethan Koopman, good afternoon again.
Afternoon, guys. Lukhanyo, just for you, please. There's a couple of changes, like Matt mentioned in the Lions team. But do you guys expect something different from them in their approach to the game, or do you expect more of the same what they did to beat you in the first test?
I think. We would never know. I think their plans, but I think we're very good at adapting and reading what's happening on the field. We obviously expect some sort of a change because of the personnel that they have. But I think it's something that we're preparing for, and it's something that we'll be aware of during the game.
Thank you, Lukhanyo. And Shafiq Muton.
Thank you, Ryan. Good afternoon, Damian and Lukhanyo. Damian, it's all good and well being an all-rounder and a utility back, but what in July 2021 would Damian Willemse, what position do you prefer to play? And in which position do you want to stake a claim for permanent Springbok positions in the future? And also, which one of you between Valileru and yourself will be covering the wing from the bench?
Yeah, Safik, I think for us, the Springboks coming in, our goals and our ambitions that we have is never higher than the Springboks goals. So yeah, for me, I've said it before. I'm happy to be helping wherever I can for the team and where the coach needs me. And I'm lucky, in order to be able to fulfill those roles. I'm actually enjoying it. As I said, anything to help the team and to help us win the Lions series. And then we'll have to see with who's going to cover which position with myself and Willie. We'll have to see if there's an injury early or there has to be a shift or a movement, a tactical movement. We'll see closer to the time, but who's going to take which position. So, yeah.
Thank you very much. And before we go over for our last question, and then I release these two gentlemen for other team duties, just want to emphasize then that Lukhanyo is embargoed for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Damian for Thursday. So Lukhanyo for tomorrow and Damian for Thursday. Obviously, you have the team announcement earlier on, as well as comment from Rassi for today. Then for our last question of the day, we go over to Khanyiso. And good afternoon, Khanyiso. How are you?
Good afternoon, Ryan. Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon to the two gentlemen at the top table. Career yakho aqoma seke wazibhaqa ukundaba bafuneke nileqa iseries apho ke nifukele nomdlalo ke kulena kumdlalo vavanyo. So nje khakho usichophise nje bani usicacise ba kunjani ba kulo position bafuneke nileqa iseries. And also nje man umbuzo wami wesibini khakho nje ucacise ba sifikele nini kwixesha bakhe silibale ngenenzeke eJapan sihoye le yale series bafuneke iphunyelele.
Khanyisa, I think into yebhola injalo zikhona igame enihamba kahle kuzo zikhona eningahambi kahle kuzo ngezizathu ke ezininzi kodwa kulena I think si-team nathi sizibona sisekoneni and kuzawunyanzeleka lo mdlalo siyakuye siwinile ukwenzela sizoguqula le series. Malungana ke nendaba yase-Japan, I think isizathu kuthethwa ngaso kakhulu ndingathi eyona tumente inkulu eyokugqibela sasidlale kuyo before lena ye-British and Irish because ixesha elininzi ngenxa yezizathu ze-COVID besingadlali rugby. So yonke into besiyenza sibuyele emva sikhomperisha kwinto besiyenza ngela xesha 2019 uzotsho ngoku because asinazo ezinye games zokhomperisha. But ke sifake ngokwethu kule ngxaki sikuyo and ndicinga kuyawunyanzeleka iphinde ibe kwasithi abasikhuphayo kuyo.
Ndiyabulela Qenebe indlela kahle mgqibelo.
Inkosi.
Thank you very much, Khanyiso. Thank you very much to the gentlemen at the top table, Damian Willemse and Lukhanyo. Ladies and gents, that then conclude our team announcement for today.